There was a time in my life thought I'd have to do it all for myself. Didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. Didn't know the love of God was at hand. Now I can say, if you are discouraged, struggling just to make it through another day, you've got to let it go. Everyone stand up, please, and sing with me. Let it all go. Here we go. And this is what you have to say. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. One more time. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Welcome. We might want to sit down. We're going to go into a more quiet, contemplative prayer chant. I think sometimes the words of this are misunderstood, but it's the Ho'oponopono Hawaiian prayer. And if we can remember these words, if we can feel into them, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. It's not about necessarily saying we're wrong in an argument or the other one's right or vice versa. It's getting to that place of love and perspective and that field beyond it all, right? That field beyond ideas and words that Rumi talks about. So as we sing this, you might want to close your eyes, put a hand on your heart, sing it to yourself, sing it to someone else. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. Just like that. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. I love you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. Sing it 2 more times. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
Good morning. Welcome to the Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living. I'm Reverend Steve Van Meter, your senior minister. I want to welcome you all here this morning. I know you have a lot of spiritual destinations you could have ended up at, but you ended up here. So I want to greet you properly and say we've been expecting you. Thank you for not disappointing us. And we have a special day. You came on a special day. For those of you that know, you know, you know. And for those of you that don't know, you're about to know. But before that, we're going to start with what we start with every Sunday, and that's our vision mission statement. So if you'd like, let's read it together, shall we? We are an open, loving, spiritual community dedicated to evolving consciousness through teaching spiritual principles. Again, thank you for making this your spiritual destination for this morning. We have a wonderful program planned for you, and we're going to start with what we do every Sunday, which is our announcements, the other spiritual part of what we do, right? So today we are celebrating a monumental milestone, honoring Deborah Perdue, practitioner, as she becomes an emeritus status. So what does this mean, this emeritus? Well, it means that you have been in service long enough that you no longer have to pay every year or do reports, but you still have to report to a senior minister. I mean, that's just part of the fun. But I'll get into more of that later. I just wanted to announce for those that didn't know, this is a special Sunday, and we'll be doing something at the beginning of my talk. But in other announcements, we have our summertime spiritual gathering, and the next one is Thursday, August 13th. It's from 6 to 7:30 p.m., and it's over in the LEC building. So if you find yourself with nothing to do on Thursday, you now have something to do on Thursday, August 13th. It's facilitated by our practitioner corps, and we take the Science of Mind magazine and we talk about happenings and kind of any way the direction of the energy wants to go. I've left that in our very capable practitioner hands, and people seem to really like it. So please come and chat or just listen. And get yourself a magazine, and we will chat. I'm not sure if the new magazines have come in yet. Are they part of the last month? It's a double month thing? Okay. I can never keep up on that. And that next gathering is Thursday, August 13th. And then the last one will be Thursday, August 27th for the summer. Correct? Okay. We are having a special guest musician on Sunday, August 23rd during our service. Michael Mandrell will be joining us to do some special acoustic guitar music. Yeah. And let's see. We have an ongoing meditation group every Sunday from 9:50 to 10:05 over in the LEC, facilitated by our practitioner corps. So if you find yourself in the morning with nothing to do, come on over and meditate with us. In community news, my little band, the Full Moon Project, has an upcoming show Friday, August 21st from 6 to 9 p.m. at Area 61. So if you'd like to go, and we're finally, we're not just playing for the center anymore. We have branched out into the world. So yes, we are moving on up, as they say. That's up in Merlin. So yes, please come and join us for that. And let's see. Our flowers today are from Bucky. And who else brought flowers? I know somebody else did. And Jillian and Paula. So we have an abundance of flowers today in honor of Deborah Perdue. So anybody here for the first time that would like a welcome packet, please raise your hand. We have a little gift for you. And you're all just coming back. Well, welcome. Sam, could we get a welcome packet up here? That'd be great. Thank you for making this your spiritual destination for the morning. We appreciate you. And if you have any questions after the service, you can seek me out or ask anybody here, and they'll tell you that you're in the right place. Right here, right up here, Sam. And let's see, cell phone reminder. This is always for me because I always leave mine on. Okay, turn your cell phones off. And that will ensure that we, God doesn't call us in the middle of service. That's always fun. And let's see, we are going to take a moment to stand up and greet the person around you. Just say hi, good morning. And then, quickly, we are going to sing We Are One.
Okay. Got my chords all ready. Okay.
Okay. Well, I have another quick announcement. Does anybody have a birthday this month? Anybody have a birthday this month? Raise your hand.
Dusty.
Anybody else? We have another birthday? Birthdays? Birthdays, raise your hand. All right, we got one in the back. Let's sing happy birthday to our birthday partners here, okay?
Okay, let's give some August birthday love, y'all. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Leos and Virgos. Happy birthday
to you. And many more. And now we will have We Are One. Please remain standing.
We are one. We are one. I am you. You are me. We are one. And in this unity, we shall live in harmony as peace has come. As we are one. Let's sing that one more time. We are one. We are one. I am you. You are me. We are one. And in this unity, we shall live in harmony as peace has come, as we are one.
Good morning and welcome again. My name is Bucky, and I'm one of the practitioners here, and I'm so thrilled to be on the podium today. Please join me in reading the gratitude. I am grateful to honor my anger when it arises and ultimately choose love. Our table practitioner this morning is Samantha Hall, and she's holding the high watch during our service. She's also available after the service if you would like a minute miracle prayer. And if she is busy, she will guide you to one of the other practitioners. I think there's several of us who are willing and able to do prayer afterwards. If you'd raise your hand, we'll know who you are. Wonderful. Thank you. Prayer is our superpower, and it's our honor and our privilege to hold you in confidential prayer. Please ask. There's a prayer request if you prefer writing it down. It's in the seat backs, and there's a blue demonstration card in there also, because we know prayer always is answered, and we love to share those results, those demonstrations, those wonderful blessings with you. Let's read the prayer together. Whenever I can, I channel my anger into sacred, purposeful action. I know that the presence of fear is a teacher to learn from. Please remain seated and we'll sing I Am Loved together. Allow this to go deep into your heart. Today I find inspiration in the words of Ernest Holmes, the founder of Science of Mind. I know that my word transmutes every energy into constructive action, producing health, harmony, happiness, and success. We all have the ability to transcend previous experiences and rise triumphant above them. But we shall never triumph over them while we persist in going through the old mental reactions. Use your intellect, imagination, and feeling for the purpose of seeing and sensing freedom instead of bondage. Joy instead of unhappiness, plenty instead of want, health in place of disease. The very denial of your good keeps that good from you. And of course, we know this is the foundation of our faith, that there is a power operating through me, a presence inspiring, guiding, and sustaining me. Allow these words to sink in and go deep within as we sit in the silence. Absolutely knowing that this divine power and presence of love and divine intelligence is in, through, and as all life. I know it is here within each one of us, expressing joyously as we lean into that knowingness, as we trust that power and that presence. I know it manifests in bringing forth more good than we could ever imagine. So for this and so much more, I give great gratitude, knowing that this service is perfectly blessed, that each one of us, as we open our hearts, honestly, deeply, we are blessed with more good, more prosperity, more health, more joy and happiness than we could ever imagine. And for this and all the wonderful things in life, we give great thanks as we allow it to be just so. And together we say, and so it is. Wow. So let's have some special music from our dear Heather and a talk by Reverend Steve.
Thank you, Bucky. Thanks for that little canine seal of approval over there, too. That's all bark. Or not, sorry. I've been loving sharing my original music here, and as a songwriter, it's always an interesting dance of how much to share about what inspires a song, because so much inspires the songs I write. And this particular one I called Look Inside. It's quite a few years ago now, and the first lines came from a particular political debate. I'm not going to say details. And there was a fly buzzing around one of the candidates. And some people were kind of like, well, that's a sign, like a negative omen. And I found myself kind of getting into that too. And I was like, wait a minute, what if that fly was buzzing around the other candidate? What would that person say then? And my point is, what is my point? To look inside yourself first, right? To look at your own shadows, your own biases. It doesn't mean to agree all the time, because you might have a dog in that fight, right? I get the same way. I want to prove my point. I'm scared they're not going to hear me. And then as a result of that, I often don't hear the other person, and then we're just two talking heads. On the way here, I saw a doe nursing her fawn on the side of the highway. And my first thought was, oh my gosh, how could you do that? There's cars racing by. I thought, what if we were a little more like that, like just doing what needs to be done in the moment and nurturing and waiting to speak and looking inside first. We could still argue too, but anyway, you get my point. This is Look Inside. I've been working on getting more of my songs in a format that you could take home with you. So I have a few more on my website. And if you're interested in my music and my coaching, there's some written materials at the end of the food table, and we can chat. All right. Us, then, which one will the fly land on next? To take away all the bullshit we left out on the doorstep. Step into your soul, and until you're there, speak no more. That pedestal is only high as the one you cut down before. Seek no more before you look inside. Make no one or wrong or alright. It's not our true nature. Let's all tell each other what we think. It's alright. We're not made of stone, we are flesh and bone. We're not made of stone, we are flesh and bone. They miss that golden field for one blade to cut across blue skies, just so one will rain. Rain pours from high to water what's been dry. And something deep inside thirsts for something more. Seek no more before you look inside. Make no one or wrong or alright. It's not our true nature. Let's all tell each other what we think. It's alright. We're not made of stone, we are flesh and bone. We're not made of stone, we are flesh and bone. We're not made of stone, we are flesh and bone. We're not robots. What if I could just remember the spark deep inside every life? Then we'll stop wasting all this time. Oh, God, help us. What if we could just stop fighting the shadow? There is light in every night, and the truth is within. God's with us. Can we sing that together? God's with us. God's with us. God's with us. Oh, sing that with me. God's with us. God's with us. Oh, again, God's with us. God's with us. God's with us. Thank you.
Wow, here we are. Well, before we get into our monthly theme, the fear and the furious, today's title is Anger as a Force for Change. Ooh, fun. A lot of ministers are like, okay, here we go. Let's do this. But we want to start today with a little dedication to Deborah Perdue. Would you like to come up, Deborah? Deborah told me that she heard from some other practitioners that they don't always honor their emeritus practitioners. They just say, okay, you don't have to pay anymore. Okay, you're good. But I'm a practitioner. Got to be a practitioner before you become a minister. And it is a sacred service. And it starts as self-service. Because we want this information. You know, heal thyself first. And what happens after you do that for a while is you realize that you are being healed and that you can't help but be the healing energy for others. And you start pursuing this thing called practitioner service. So, today we have the joy of recognizing a remarkable milestone in the life of our beloved family. For 20 years, Deborah Perdue answered the call to serve as a licensed religious science practitioner with unwavering faith, compassion, wisdom, and love. You can see her. This is what's going to be on her certificate up here. Through prayer, spiritual guidance, and her quiet yet powerful presence, Deborah has touched countless lives and helped reveal the divine within so many who have crossed her path. It is with deep gratitude and great affection that we honor Deborah Perdue by recognizing her as practitioner emeritus. This designation celebrates not an ending, but a legacy of service, one that will continue to inspire our community for years to come. So Deborah, on behalf of the Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living, the Board of Trustees, its members, its friends, and this community, we thank you for your faithful service, your generous heart, and the light you have so freely shared. Congratulations on this well-deserved honor. We love you, we bless you, and we celebrate you with love. So her request was that she get a new badge. We have these special badge for the practitioners, and I had it imprinted with practitioner emeritus right on the badge for anybody that may not know. So she also wanted a new sash. Now, the new sash is on order, but this is one I wanted to just have her hold until she gets her new one. This was Wilma's sash. Okay? Wilma was a long-time practitioner and very deep consciousness here at this center for many years. It's been hanging in the back on her picture in our practitioner room. And I just, before her official sash gets here, I wanted her to hold this to having to hold until yours comes in. So, would you like to say a few words?
Yes, I'd like to say a few words.
Please.
I'm going to put Wilma's sash on first. Okay. Thank you. That choked me up. Thank you so much, you guys. First of all, I want to thank Rev Steve, who didn't forget when I mentioned a few months back that I would become a practitioner emeritus in late summer. As August 1st got closer and he asked, he remembered and immediately went to work planning a celebration for me here. I was and am very touched. Thank you. A couple of my teachers are here, and it's making me cry, I'm sorry. And I want to acknowledge them. Michael Thomas, who is also a practitioner emeritus. Will you raise your hand? And Reverend Jim Hatton. Both taught me Science of Mind classes, and Jim actually taught practitioner studies in Medford along with Cheryl Long Riffle, who became a practitioner here at GPCSL, and some of you know. We have become dear friends through these 20 years, and I thank each of you so much. Thank you. You helped me grow into becoming a licensed practitioner and helped me become the person I am now. Michael has commented more than once that when I first came to classes, I was so shy and didn't say much. He has watched me as I've grown and blossomed. Through these teachings, I have definitely become more of who I am. I didn't plan to cry through this. Oh well, I think the main point I want to make about 20 years as a practitioner is that it's been a journey of becoming. When I became a practitioner 20 years ago, I think I believed I was done somehow. That's because there was a lot of healing and inner work in the 2 years of practitioner studies and the other classes I took. However, the journey to becoming more whole and healed continues and is still continuing. I can say for sure that I have more self-love, which extends out into love for others, more confidence, have faced shadow parts of myself with compassion, trust my intuition and heart way more, have more faith in spirit, and am filled with gratitude for this beautiful life. I look forward to more learning and wisdom as the years go by. My greatest passions as a practitioner at Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living are to serve on Sundays, to teach spiritual classes, and to continue as the gratitude gal, promoting the power of being thankful as much as I can. It brings me great joy and satisfaction offering classes and book studies here, and also on Zoom. Students of mine transform in amazing ways right in front of my eyes. And I love watching clients listen to Spirit through me in sessions and then have their demonstrations. I think the greatest joy is when someone is so open to hear ways they can heal their life in whatever way they want and wish, and then follow suggestions super willingly and quickly find their footing again. In 1999, I began this path of spirituality at the Center for Spiritual Living in Santa Rosa, California. From the moment I walked through the front doors, I got tears in my eyes of recognition that I had found my home. Also, Reverend Edward brought up the practitioners who attended that service, and there was about 30 of them because it's a much bigger church. And right away, before I really knew who they were, I knew I wanted to be that. In 2001, before I moved to Oregon, I made sure there would be a CSL nearby. I started at the Medford CSL, and I just want to say some of my friends are here today that I met back then, and took my practitioner training there. 13 years ago, I came here to Grants Pass CSL. I love GPCSL with its loving, warm, joyful atmosphere, and you are all my tribe. I try to attend every single Sunday. It's my spiritual anchor. And this path has never once let me down. Ernest Holmes really knows what he is talking about, bringing together all the world religions and philosophies and showing us the common ground. Finally, I want to say that helping our world to shift into more love, peace, unity, harmony, and compassion is ultra important to me now. As someone in one of my classes recently said, we are the shift. It is already happening. And I say yes. Thank you.
Well, Deborah has her own ministry within our ministry, and I let our practitioners do that because I can't possibly minister to everyone all the time, and some people resonate better with her energy. I want you to have your healing, and I don't care who delivers it. If that's in Medford or Mount Shasta or in Peru or wherever you are called to be, you find yourself. If your spirituality does not move you, you need to move your spirituality. Okay? And I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but for today I am. Here we go. Here we grow. Okay, so our August theme is the fear and the furious. Today is Anger is a force for change. So, you ever get upset? No, not you guys, no. Do you ever have some words with someone that you wish you could have reeled in before you said them? And later you went, I should not have said that. But, what gets said, gets said. Sometimes we speak our mind. And that's good in certain situations when it's life-affirming. It's not always life-affirming, though, is it? So, here's a question for you. How do you treat yourself when you have spilt the milk in your life? You know what I mean? When you've made some silly mistake, like you lost your car keys or your house keys, or you didn't take the trash down on the right day, or and you're like kicking yourself all week about it, like, Those are the choice points where we can turn our energy into I am so creative. And if we understand that there are reasons beyond our understanding that things are going a certain way, then we can move in that direction, just like Tai Chi, and become the energy of the movement. The minute that we get into anger that puts us into non-movement, we get stuck there. Somebody takes a Polaroid of you being upset, and you hang on to that. You live out of that. Look at me, I'm so upset. That's just a snapshot. You are a moving picture. We have to keep moving. And what a great chance to make an amends. Yay! I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. It's that easy. Simple? Yes, but easy? Sometimes no. Okay. This month we explore the significance of fear and fury as anger in our spiritual development. Anger as a force for change explores how we honor our anger and still choose love as we consider the change we're walking through. See, we're being offered change all the time, and sometimes we don't want to go. So, I like it the way it is, and the universe keeps showing us how we can move through something. But we get stubborn. We get fixed on something. Somebody might come and go, oh, here's a way to get through that. No. No, this is my pain. Don't take my pain away from me. See, we start arguing for our limitations, don't we? We're so creative, especially us religious scientists. We don't want to be told what to do. We want to wait till the last minute and then try to get the early bird deadline price, don't we? It happens. And there are reasons for that. So, how can we honor our anger and still choose love? What if anger is not something to fix, but something that we allow ourselves to walk through to move us to greater depth of love? See, when we get stuck in the anger, we don't move and grow spiritually to be open. This doesn't mean you're not going to, I'm all spiritual now, I'm not going to get angry. It just means you move through it differently because you have other choices. It makes it really difficult to be in this teaching and get angry because you're like, I have to move through this. I don't want to go. Sometimes I want to be angry for a little while just to process that. And I encourage you, if you're going to get angry, get yourself out into nature and express nature to nature your experience. Because nature will heal you through that. Don't call your best friend to tell them how angry you are, because they're going to tick them off too. They're going to be like, oh, wow, that was a great call. And they got angry at me too. Anger is a vital force of transformation. So when anger hits, you go, oh, wait, this is that transformation Reverend Steve was talking about. Oh, yay, wonderful, here it is. But if we can continue to moving consciously through it, this too shall pass. Everything is fleeting. Ernest Holmes wrote in The Science of Mind, anger can be turned into love, and the very power that has been destroying can be made to build up. Ernest Holmes, Science of Mind, page 255. So, in the moments when you're feeling that anger, can you go, oh, this is part of my healing. Brene Brown wrote in Braving the Wilderness, The Quest for True Belonging and the Courage to Stand Alone, when we are in pain and fear, anger and hate are our go-to emotions. It's easier to be ticked off than it is to be hurt or scared. See, anger is a catalyst. Holding on to it will make us exhausted and sick. You ever, been so angry that you made yourself sick? It's like, oh. She goes on to say, or sometimes anger can mask a far more difficult emotion, like grief, regret, or shame. And we need to dig into what we're really feeling. Courage is forged in pain, but not in all pain. Pain that is denied or ignored becomes fear or hate. A lot of that going around these days. Just turn off the news. Turn that thing off. You're in control. You have the remote. You are the remote. You are remote. Change your channel. Back to Brene Brown. Anger that is never transformed becomes resentment and bitterness. Oh dear. There it is. Again, that's from Brene Brown. Braving the Wilderness, the Quest for True Belonging, and the Courage to Stand Alone. So, what do we know about our teaching? Ernest Holmes teaches that all emotions, including anger, are expressions of energy. Energy. Emotion. Energy in motion. Emotion. He teaches that emotions and thoughts are powerful forces that shape our lives. He also teaches us that emotions fuel manifestation. So, if you want to manifest something and you get angry about it, your demonstration may carry some of that residue. So we need to process it, don't we? Sometimes we need to just be angry for a little while. And again, that's okay. Just don't carry that anger into your next experience. You ever had a situation or a meeting that went sideways, and then you had another meeting after it, and somehow that went sideways too? Because you carried that first energy into the second meeting? I'm like, I needed a timeout between those meetings. I need to process this before I carry the energy of one meeting into another. And we have to identify when we're in that anger energy. And suddenly, it changes. What do you want to have happen? Focusing on what happened is what's causing the anger. So if we can change our mind and say, okay, I'm angry, but what do I want to have happen? What does this look like healed? What is the healing within this? If everything was the way I wanted it to be, what would it look like? See, your imagination is the positive energy that carries you into a positive experience. Or negative. The law doesn't care. It will do whatever you put into it. But we must change our mind. Change your thinking, change your life. The key lies in how we direct these emotions. When Holmes is pointing to the transformative potential of using emotional energy consciously. Holmes also emphasizes that all mental energy, whether positive or negative, can be transformed through conscious direction, like turning anger into love. Okay, they're not doing what you want them to do. They have actually gone out of their way to make my life more uncomfortable. God bless them. But maybe there's something in that for you. Maybe they hold part of the energy of transformation for you. Maybe they are your guide into a new understanding. Anger, if left unchecked, can harm ourselves and others, but if we acknowledge it, understand its roots, and consciously choose to channel it in a more positive energy, that same energy can be used constructively. Now again, when you're in the midst of anger and you're going, I'm going to change this, you want to have a timeout. Do you need a timeout? I know I do. I just got back from Asilomar. What a week. What a week. And for Laurel and Roxanne, who accompanied me, were there for the week. Laurel won the 50-50 raffle, by the way. And we had such fun. I mean, if you've ever been to Asilomar, you know. But if you haven't, it's a place in Pacific Grove where spirituality meets nature and you have an experience. Anyway, I got to do a workshop on my new book, and it was the first time I did anything about my new book, and it was very interesting. It was very interesting because I so wanted to go towards heavy metal, because it's a book about heavy metal music. And there's a sign-up sheet in the back, a little selfless plug there if you'd like some more information about my book. But I found out that it's not about heavy metal. It's called private lessons. So if you were going to have a private lesson with somebody, who would it be? If you could sit knee to knee with someone and pick their brain about what you're going through, how would that look? Who would you talk to and what would you say? More important, what would the answers be? So love is not the absence of anger, but its highest transformation. Through spiritual awareness, destructive impulses become instruments of growth and healing. Turn the anger into positive, powerful love. Because that's the root of it, is that you love something so much and it didn't work out the way you thought it should, that it upset you. And that's okay. But rather than resisting the energy, going against the grain, my grain, going with the grain and going, you know what? In this particular situation, I want to go for the path of least resistance. Now, this isn't always the case. Sometimes we have to resist things to make them better. But water does this wonderful thing. It rises to its own level, finds out where the lowest point is, and tips there. It takes the path of least resistance. When you're in an argument, can you get quiet? When you're right, you're not going to prove yourself to this person who's also angry. Fall silent and listen to where they're coming from. Listen to what's behind the words. They love some perspective so much that they're willing to argue for it. Let them have it. Let them have it for a moment. It doesn't mean that they go off scot-free and they won. It's like when your dog is barking at something, rather than correcting them, going, you got it, good boy, you got it. And they're like, whoa, okay, all right, I don't have to bark at that if everything's cool. Right? You dog owners are going, it does not work that way. It does not work that way. Well, my dogs, no. Anger is a sacred indicator, not a flaw in our spiritual practice. Anger is the soul's alarm bell. And in the Science of Mind framework, this doesn't make anger wrong. It makes it relevant. It's part of our healing experience. You know, I was in a relationship situation that went south, and I was more than ticked off. I wanted to end my life. I'll show them, right? And as I learned about this teaching, through that, I had a healing because of the most challenging situation in my life. I turned it into this. I turned it into ministry. Because I wasn't gonna die with my music still inside me. Thank God my dad, he said, before you commit suicide, I want you to go down to your nearest religious science church and get a treatment with a practitioner. I was like, what? He goes, just do this one thing for me before you take your life. And I walked out of there a different person. It was a miracle. I don't know what she said, but I didn't want to die anymore. And subsequently, I went back to these people that I thought had wrongfully used me, and I thanked them for putting me in the situation where I could have a transformative experience. They thought I was nuts. They're like, no, we just wronged you. And then they were like, what is he doing? What is going on with you? They tried to figure me out. And I was healed. I was on my new trip, right? So, our teaching invites us to listen deeply to what our emotions are trying to communicate. Anger often reveals a boundary that's been crossed, a value that's been dismissed, or a fear that has been triggered. Rather than suppressing it, we can honor it with curiosity. What truth is trying to emerge through this? What needs are crying out to be seen or heard? What lies underneath the anger? What is the misunderstanding? You know, go back before the anger. What am I so attached to? Sorry. My microphone. So in conclusion, in Science of Mind, we affirm all emotions, anger included, are sacred invitations into deeper awareness, into choice, and into our growth. Sometimes I'll say, I know you're in there, God. You can't fool me. I know who you are. This is just trying to get me off my game. But when I step back into my power, I fall silent. And I go within. Anger is not something to be feared, repressed, or denied. Anger is a powerful signal from within, pointing to where healing, boundaries, or justice are needed. Huh? Isn't that cool? Anger's our friend. But we have to continue to walk through the valley of the shadow of challenge. I shall fear no evil. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. What is your rod and your staff? Your consciousness. Your ability to change your perspective. Your connection to your source is your power. When we bring consciousness to our anger, we reclaim our ability to choose, not to react from pain, but to respond from clarity and intention. Respond with love. Don't resist. Respond with love and consciousness. And sometimes the best response is no response at all. As my mom would say, if you don't have something nice to say, shut your mouth. As spiritual beings, we're all called not to bypass difficult emotions, but to engage with them as teachers. When anger is acknowledged and transformed through spiritual practice, it becomes a liberating and creative force. We remember that divine intelligence flows through all aspects of our being, including our emotions. So let's stay open at the top, willing to feel, willing to listen, and willing to grow, and use our sacred energy of anger as fuel for our love, our truth, and meaningful changes in our world. And so it is. Amen. So let's just take a moment and follow our teaching here. So I invite you to close your eyes if that's comfortable for you, or take a soft focus on these beautiful flowers or the candles that might be around. Well, let's take ourselves into our teaching. We believe that there is a source, a force, an energy, a oneness that each one of us is. It is not God and us, it is God as us. But it is only ours when we act the part, when we are consciously connected. So as we consciously connect right here and right now, I know that whatever you are walking through right now is part of your healing. Whatever is going on, and I don't know what may have cried someone to sleep last night, but I know Source Energy knows exactly what it is and exactly how to reveal the truth in a way that brings healing, that brings revelation, that brings revealing of the truth in a way that makes sense to you. So I speak my word, activating that healing essence and energy in all that is. Something powerfully wonderful is happening right now. Healing is happening right now. And as we turn away from the challenge Not to deny it, but not to give it any more power, for energy flows where our attention goes. We put our attention on what we do want to have happen. What is your greatest yet to be? What does it look like all worked out? And as we give that new blueprint of healing to our conscious imagination, it gets to work right away in tying up the loose ends and untying the knots that may have kept us from experiencing our complete inner flow. But right here and right now, as we are activated in healing and love, know that you are it. It is not far away from you. It is closer than your hands, feet, your breath, your heartbeat. It is who and what you are. So as we turn within, something powerful is activated. So we give great thanks for the healing and the revealing of this truth, for the truckloads of good that are happening in our life right now that we may have turned away from. But we turn into the love. Literally turning into love in all situations. And as we do, we let go. We let God be in our life in that transformative way that allows us to fall silent in a misunderstanding, so that a new clear energy is expressed. So I let go and I let God be God in every situation. I release this word directly into the living, loving law of mind, where I truly believe with all my heart and soul that the healing is already done, as we affirm it together by saying, and so it is. Amen. Okay, it is time for our offertory ideas about sharing. Let's put our hand on our heart and let's recite this together. My life is filled with abundance. I give freely and joyously to this center who gives so much to me. And so it is. Some music.
I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Let's do it one more time. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yes, I'm only here for God.
Thank you, Heather. Let's say a prayer for our offertory this morning. From the love of pure spiritual energy, these tithes have been collected. They're evidence of our faith, our belief, and our ability to manifest in this world of form. And they do good work in this world. They bless the giver and the receiver and allow this The Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living to be open and available to those who are choosing to remember who they are. And for those who may not even know it yet. And for that, this community, this state, this country, this world, this universe is blessed with positive, life-affirming energy that we thrive in love as we affirm it together by saying, and so it is. Amen. Okay, let's stand up and have our peace song, shall we?
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
And now for our benediction. Please repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening right now. It's happening in my mind. It's happening in my body. And it's happening in the body of my affairs. I think it. I feel it. And I know it. Just the way that it is. And just the way that it is not. Thank you, life. Congratulations, Deborah. And have a wonderful week, everybody. God bless.